Well, when you have a beauty dilemma, your first inclination may be to go to the cosmetics counter or the drugstore to look for that miracle product. Well, it turns out the best place to find a cure may be in your kitchen. Cosmetic Chef David Parker joins us this morning with tips for staying naturally beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you have a really neat recipe, and this is something we could definitely use here on the morning show. We got puffy eyes in the morning. How do we do that with kind of a natural cure?
Well, I concocted a few cures from kitchen ingredients related to especially hangover-related conditions. And one of the top issues, I think, is puffy, swollen eyes.
Definitely.
So,
and lack of sleep.
Yeah, and lack of sleep.
Yeah.
But what I think, well, what I know actually is using a sliced cucumber, which most people are used to putting those on their eyes, doesn't really work.
Okay.
Because you need to get the juice extracted out of the cucumber to get the nutrients and get the mineral salts out for it to be beneficial.
Okay.
So this is a really easy way that you can do at home to get the juice out of a cucumber. So I take a full-size cucumber, and then you just grate.
Okay, so you're just getting the juice and kind of the skin in there.
Yeah, you don't want to take the skin off because a lot of the mineral salts and the nutrients are in the skin.
Okay.
So you'll do a whole cucumber.
Okay, do the whole
And then when you get the cucumber, you're going to take a coffee filter, just a simple coffee filter.
Okay.
And then you're going to put all the grated cucumber into that.
Okay.
Like so. And then you will just use your hand and you'll just squeeze out all the juice.
Oh, okay.
And all the juice runs out. And if you do a whole cucumber, it'll be plenty for like 4 or 5 applications.
Oh, that's great. And you can keep it in your fridge. So if you want it in the morning, you don't want to have to work, then you can just throw
and it'll last about a week in the fridge.
Great.
So you can make it ahead of time. And then you just take 2 cosmetic little pads. And then you just soak them in your solution. And then you just put them on your eyes.
How long should we keep it on?
About 10 minutes for
10
maximum
minutes.
results. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous.
So that does an amazing job of helping to use the anti-inflammatory elements of the cucumber, and you look gorgeous afterwards.
You look more awake. We love that.
Refreshing, yes.
Okay, so we're talking a little about summer beauty cures. A lot of people get sunburn, and you have some kind of all-natural ways to kind of help alleviate the pain and also kind of help the sunburn heal a little bit faster, right?
Exactly. Well, in the desert, we all know that the sun's so intense here.
Yeah.
And we do all we can with sunscreen and hats and trying to keep covered and out of the noonday sun. But sometimes you just get burned if you're out too much.
Right.
So a couple great cures is just plain apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
And you just use a cotton ball and you put straight apple cider vinegar onto a burn, onto a sunburn.
Okay.
And what that does is it helps to neutralize the bacteria that would be found on the surface, and it helps to reduce that initial sting of a burn and help it heal faster.
Okay. Could you also, I was curious, could you also use that on like a cut or a wound? Would that do the same sort of
Well, it would.
benefits?
I would dilute it on an open wound because you would get, it would be kind of
stinging.
sting, but apple cider vinegar is an excellent anti-inflammatory and antiseptic.
Great. Okay. So what happens after the apple cider vinegar?
So after the apple cider vinegar, I like to do a great bath.
Okay.
So my favorite bath for sunburn is you take colloidal oatmeal, which this is something you can just get at any drugstore.
Okay.
And colloidal oatmeal is basically a really finely ground oatmeal that will dissolve in water.
Okay.
So my recipe for sunburn bath is 2 cups of colloidal oatmeal.
2 cups. Okay.
3 cups of just ordinary buttermilk.
Okay.
And you're going to do 1 cup of baking soda.
Oh, okay.
And the baking soda is really great because it helps create kind of like an alkaline bath.
Sure.
So it helps to neutralize the heat that a sunburn creates.
It's going to feel really good on your skin.
So it feels really good. So if your body's really just on fire and you know you can't stand to have clothes touching you, do this bath and guarantee it would help soothe and accelerate the healing process.
If you're pretty religious with some of these treatments when it comes to curing a sunburn, do you think it can help it heal faster and not
definitely.
heal as much?
I think doing these steps and keeping it well hydrated and keeping like aloe vera on it or moisturizers on it definitely helps accelerate the healing process, and it gives you a better chance of not peeling.
Okay. For more information, let's put that pin up on the screen. You can go to the Body Deli. They have all these really neat all-natural products that will help you combat all those beauty dilemmas in a natural way. Thank you so much. You can also see them at thebodydeli.com. A local